Norwegian sardines, especially the Atlantic sardines, Cluppy haringus, a small fish in the herring family, found mainly in the cold and temperate waters of the North Atlantic, including the Norwegian Sea. They are common and important fish in marine ecosystems because they play an important role in the food chain, being a food source for many larger fish, seabirds and marine mammals. Norwegian sardines are small, 20 to 40 centimeters long, with a silvery blue back and silvery belly. They often live in large schools, which provides protection from predators and helps them find food more effectively. Sardines mainly feed on plankton such as algae and small crustaceans, and they grow quite quickly. Norwegian sardines live mainly in deep, cold waters. During the breeding season, they move from deep waters to shallow waters to lay eggs on the seabed or large algae. The spawning season of Norwegian sardines is usually from spring to summer, when the seawater is slightly warmer. Norwegian sardines are one of the most economically valuable fish species thanks to their large production and wide export market. They are mainly caught by purse seine or trawl, and then processed into many products such as canned sardines, dried fish or salted fish. Norwegian sardines are famous for their delicious taste and rich nutrition, especially omega-3, which is very beneficial for heart and brain health. Purse fishing for sardines is a popular method in Norway and many other seas, especially when catching fish that live in large schools like sardines. This method helps to catch a large number of fish at the same time, ensuring economic efficiency and speed. Below is the process of catching sardines by purse seine. A purse seine is a large cylindrical net that can surround and hold the school of fish from above. The nets are typically several hundred meters to over a kilometer long, depending on the scale of the catch and the size of the school. Fishing boats are equipped with modern navigation and sonar systems to help determine the location and size of the sardines. The captain and crew use sonar and fish finders to determine the location and movement of the sardines. Once the sardines are located, the boat approaches and prepares to cast the net. Sardines typically swim in schools near the surface of the water, making them easier to identify and encircle with a seine. Once in position, the boat casts a seine net around the school, with an auxiliary boat sometimes used to move the net and encircle the fish from all sides. The bottom of the net has a tow rope and a lead to pull the net tight and prevent the fish from escaping. Once the net is cast, the crew pulls the bottom of the net back to form a sealed pocket. Once the school of fish has been encircled, the crew slowly pulls the net back to narrow the area, forcing the fish into a smaller area. They will then use a pump or crane to bring the fish from the net onto the ship. After being brought onto the ship, the sardines will be quickly sorted and put into cold storage to keep them fresh. The sardines are preserved by refrigeration or freezing immediately after being on board to maintain their quality. Some ships have a preliminary fish processing system right on board to increase the value of the product. Then the fish will be transferred to the mainland for processing and export. Benefits: purse fishing can produce large quantities of sardines, saving time and costs. This method also has little impact on the marine environment because the net does not touch the bottom, avoiding damage to seabed ecosystems. Limitations: if not carefully controlled, the purse seine can catch other fish species or unwanted marine life. Therefore, strict management and monitoring measures are needed to minimize risks to the ecosystem. Purse seining is an effective technique in the Norwegian sardine fishery, contributing significantly to the global sardine supply. Pedal trawling is another popular technique, often used to catch mid-water and near-surface schooling species, such as sardines. It is highly efficient and allows for large quantities of fish to be harvested quickly. Pedal trawls are large nets designed to be towed behind a vessel in mid-water or near the surface, depending on the depth at which the sardine school typically travels. The net has a large opening to attract fish, with buoys on the mouth and weights on the bottom to hold the net at the desired depth. Similar to the purse seining method, the captain uses sonar and positioning systems to detect schools of sardines. Once a school is identified, The vessel moves closer to the location and begins deploying the trawl, casting and pulling the net through the school. Once the school of fish has been located, the vessel begins to lower the net into the water, allowing the net to extend horizontally. The vessel will move at a slow speed to pull the net through the school of fish, helping the sardines to be drawn into the mouth of the net. During this process, buoys on the mouth of the net help to maintain the mouth of the net open, while weights hold the bottom of the net to create a moderate depth. Once pulled through the school of fish, the vessel will slowly retract the net to hold the fish in the net compartment. The sardines are pushed to the end of the net, forming a large mass of fish. The crew then uses pumps or cranes to transfer the fish from the net to the vessel. The harvested sardines are sorted and stored on board, usually by refrigeration or freezing. If the vessel has preliminary processing equipment, the fish can be processed on board before being put into storage. Advantages: the floating trawl method allows for large quantities of sardines to be caught quickly and efficiently. In particular, because the floating trawl does not touch the bottom, it has less impact on seabed ecosystems and causes less damage to the environment. Disadvantages: if not carefully monitored, this method can accidentally catch unwanted species or other marine life. To minimize this impact, management measures such as using selective gear or reducing towing speed are necessary. Sardine fishing with floating trawls is a modern fishing technique, helping Norway maintain abundant and sustainable sardine production, contributing to providing high-quality sardines to the world market. Factors affecting sardine fishing with floating trawls. To achieve high efficiency in sardine fishing with floating trawls, there are many factors that need to be considered and closely managed. Weather and oceanographic factors such as currents, water temperature and the presence of plankton affect the search and harvest of sardines. During seasons when sardines tend to move close to the surface, floating trawls can be most effective. Sardines often swim in large schools at certain times of the day, especially early morning and late afternoon. Fishing at these times can help fishing vessels capture large numbers of fish in a single trawl. The speed of the trawl is an important factor in ensuring that the sardines are captured without being dispersed. If pulled too fast, the school may disperse and escape the net. Fishing vessels usually maintain a slow and steady speed to maximize the amount of fish caught. Using advanced sonar technology helps the captain accurately determine the location and depth of the school of fish. In addition, global positioning systems, GPS, help vessels quickly locate and move to the location of the school of fish, saving time and fuel. To ensure sustainability, Norway and many other countries apply management measures such as mesh size regulations, catch limits and fishing seasons. These measures help protect juvenile fish, prevent overfishing and maintain marine ecosystems. Economics: sardines are a major source of income for the Norwegian seafood industry. Floating trawl fishing not only provides a large food source but also creates value-added products such as canned sardines, fish oil and animal feed. Norwegian sardine products are exported worldwide, contributing significantly to the national economy. Fishery community: sardine fishing provides jobs and stable income for fishermen and workers in fishing ports and processing plants. In coastal areas of Norway, sardine fishing is also an important part of local culture and lifestyle, helping to maintain traditional coastal communities and strengthen community ties. Protecting marine resources: with strict regulations and close monitoring, Norway maintains sustainability in sardine fishing, ensuring that marine resources are used responsibly. This not only protects sardine stocks but also helps maintain the stability of the entire marine ecosystem. Fishing sardine with floating trawls is an effective method, suitable for modern requirements, helping to protect natural resources, bringing economic benefits and ensuring the livelihood of fishing communities. Processing fish in factories is a complex process, requiring close coordination between stages to ensure quality and food hygiene and safety. For common fish species such as sardines, mackerel, salmon, or tuna. The processing process at the factory usually includes the following basic steps. After being caught, the fish will be collected and transported to the processing plant. Depending on the distance, the fish may be stored on board with ice or frozen to maintain freshness. When arriving at the factory, the fish will be first inspected for quality to ensure it meets standards before being processed. Fish are sorted by size and type to suit the next processing steps. The fish are then washed to remove external impurities. Here, an automatic washing machine or water washing system will help remove dirt, sand, and bacteria on the fish. This step is often automated by specialized machines, helping to quickly and accurately remove the fish's internal organs. For some fish species such as tuna and salmon, the trimming process also includes deboning, skinning, and dividing the meat into different parts according to customer requirements. After removing the internal organs and trimming, the fish will be put into preliminary processing steps, including cutting. The fish is cut into pieces or slices suitable for the intended use, such as sliced salmon for sushi or cut sardines for canned food. Marinating. The fish can be marinated with spices or additives to enhance flavor, depending on the type of product. Heat treatment. Some types of fish such as canned sardines will be heat treated before packaging to increase durability and ensure food safety. After preliminary processing, fish will be transferred to the packaging area. Depending on the type of product, fish can be packaged in plastic boxes, vacuum bags, tin cans for canned goods, or other packaging. The packaging process usually takes place in a sterile environment to avoid bacterial contamination. After packaging, the product will be transferred to a cold storage for storage at low temperatures. For fresh fish products, the storage process at a temperature of -18 degrees Celsius or lower helps extend the shelf life. Some processed fish products such as canned sardines may not need to be frozen but are stored in a cold storage. Before leaving the factory, the product must undergo a final quality inspection to ensure that it meets food hygiene and safety standards. The factory often checks indicators such as freshness, taste, color and texture of the fish. Once the products meet the standards, they will be fully labeled with information about ingredients, production date, expiry date, and origin information before being packaged. Finally, the processed fish products will be packed in boxes and transported to distribution warehouses, supermarkets, or exported. The transportation process is monitored to ensure that the products are always kept in stable cold conditions, ensuring food quality and safety with strict hygiene standards. Processed fish products ensure safety for consumers, increasing product value. The processing process helps increase the value of fish, from fresh fish to valuable products such as canned fish, marinated fish, frozen fish. Economic efficiency. Industrial processing helps optimize production, reduce costs and increase productivity, contributing to the economy of the seafood industry. The fish processing process in the factory not only helps provide high-quality food to consumers but also ensures sustainability and environmental protection thanks to strict management measures in production and processing. Currently, many fish processing factories apply advanced technologies to improve production efficiency, protect product quality and meet international standards. Some advanced technologies include: automation is a trend in modern food processing factories, helping to reduce processing time and limit manual contact. Automated robots can handle steps such as sorting, trimming, and packaging with high precision. This not only saves time but also minimizes errors and increases product consistency. Image recognition technology helps factories quickly sort fish by size, color and condition. The system includes cameras and automatic scanners, which help to check the quality of the product right from the input stage, eliminate substandard fish, and ensure the uniformity of the product. The high-pressure treatment method helps to kill bacteria, preserve the nutrients and natural structure of the fish without using heat, thereby increasing the shelf life without affecting the quality. This technology is often used for high-end frozen or canned fish products. Smart rapid cooling and cold storage system. The rapid cooling process helps to maintain the freshness and reduce the quality loss of fish during processing. The system is integrated with sensors and remote control, allowing monitoring and adjusting the appropriate storage temperature to keep the product in ideal conditions from the time it enters the factory until the finished product. Modified atmosphere packaging, MAP, technology. Modified atmosphere packaging, MAP, is a packaging method that uses a special gas mixture to extend the shelf life of the product without using preservatives. MAP reduces the growth of microorganisms that cause spoilage and preserves the color and flavor of the fish. To ensure quality and safety, fish products processed at the factory must strictly comply with international standards and regulations. Especially when exporting, common standards include HACCP, hazard analysis and critical control points. This system helps control biological, chemical and physical hazards during production, processing and packaging. To ensure food safety, ISO 22000, an international standard for food safety management, helping businesses control the entire food supply chain from input to output. IFS, International Featured Standards, and BRC, British Retail Consortium. These are international standards required by European and American retailers and consumers, requiring processed fish products to meet hygiene and quality standards. Challenges in the fish processing industry. The fish processing industry faces many challenges in ensuring quality and protecting the environment. To protect marine resources, factories need to ensure that fish resources are exploited sustainably, avoiding overexploitation. This requires cooperation with fishermen, managing fishing according to quotas and complying with international regulations on protecting fish resources. The processing process creates a large amount of waste such as viscera, bones and fish skin. Factories need to invest in effective waste treatment technology, recycling or converting waste into byproducts such as animal feed, fertilizer or fish oil, to reduce the impact on the environment. To remain competitive in the international market, fish processing plants need to optimize production costs, apply advanced technology and ensure high-quality products. The fish processing industry is moving towards sustainability and high technology, while moving towards smart manufacturing. Future trends include fully automated production. Future processing plants can be fully automated from receiving to packaging, reducing dependence on labor and increasing efficiency. Developing diversified and high-quality products. More and more premium processed fish products such as modified atmosphere packaged fresh fish, semi-processed live fish, and pre-marinated products will be introduced to meet the growing demand of consumers. Sustainable supply chain management. Cooperation between factories, fishermen and authorities will become increasingly closer to ensure the sustainability of fish resources and responsibility for the marine environment. The fish processing process in the factory is constantly evolving to meet increasing quality requirements.